Gukdash. My name is Jacelle Ramon-Saubeeran, and I'm a features and multimedia reporter for the Osage News in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. I actually wanted to become a journalist at the age of 9, and I got started with KVOA Channel 4 in Tucson. I was a Bear Central reporter. After that, then I just kind of kept on with that for a few years, and then I did high school newspaper. And after that, I just went to the University of Arizona. Well, I went to Pima first and got my associates in liberal arts. And then I went to University of Arizona, got my bachelor's in journalism. Actually, I didn't know what to expect. I always loved writing. I was always good at writing. And that was kind of what I just ran with it. And originally I wanted to be an author, but I took up, newspaper, and I liked it. And, seeing my name and being able to tell other people's stories, especially from, the Thon Out Them Nation, because a lot of people don't know about us. And being able to share different stories and struggles and, news about us to everybody around the world is the big part of why I'm a journalist. I am actually a 2008 and 2009 graduate of the American Indian Journalism Institute in South Dakota. And through there, I networked and met a lot of people, and I went out to Seattle and was working for Patch.com, which is a hyper-local newspaper. And after that, I kind of wanted to work more with a tribal newspaper, and through my connection with AIJI is how I knew the editor of the Osage News, and she told me of an opening, and so I went up there, and and I pretty much do everything. I write, I'm a photographer, and I'm a videographer. And so a lot of times I put multimedia packages together for the paper. I received 2 awards this year. The first one was first place for Best Feature Photo, which was a photo of a gentleman named Caesar Williams. And he is the town crier for the Osage dances. And it was a silhouette photo of him. And the second award I got was for second place for Best Feature Story. And the story was about a transgender Osage tribal member who was running for the 3rd Osage Congress. Just put in my 2 weeks with Osage News, and kind of felt like, I did everything I could for them, and, now I'm kind of moving on, and we'll see where the road takes me. Right now, I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I do want to go back to school and get my master's in American Indian Studies. And ideally, I would love to teach and also be a journalist. Okay, well, I've been a freelance journalist for Indie Country Day Media Network since 2009. And so my main focus has been, the Autumn and kind of telling our story and whatnot. And so a lot of times, I stumble upon these stories, and with the story I wrote about the Hiachidautam, I'd always known, because my mom would tell me stories here and there, but it wasn't really in depth. It was just kind of like, yeah, these are the Hiachidautam, And so the big part for me was just kind of learning about the history and the struggle. I didn't realize, how long the Hiachidautam had been struggling, and how, kind of just trying to, I guess, be recognized, as a tribe or as, a group of people. And so, through that and just kind of talking with a few of the, like Christina Andrews, and just kind of, she talked about her grandmother and how her grandmother struggled, and, for her to carry this on and to now actually be a district and, moving forward in a positive way, I think was really great. And I was actually honored to be able to write the story and, be able to kind of shed light on that, because a lot of people don't know about it, when I went to University of Arizona, I was actually the only Autumn in the journalism school. There was actually 3 total Native Americans, and the other 2 were Navajo. And so it's kind of, I've been on this road, and I haven't really met any other Autumn, and it's just kind of, I found myself unique in a way. A journalist to me is, not only being a reporter, but, it's you kind of meet people, and you make friendships, and you are able to network, and it's kind of this lifelong, I guess, what's the way how to say it, I guess family that you're part of. And and it's just, you meet so many people along the way, and I have so many sources that, you know, I met for the first time, and I run into them and I still talk to them, you know, and become friends with them. And, you know, the biggest part though for me is just being able to tell people stories, you know, and kind of shedding light on different issues and topics, and, you know, giving people something interesting to read. Well, first all, it's nice seeing a lot of people I haven't seen in a couple years, and, you know, reuniting with them and catching up. But, you know, I attended today, like, the session about border issues, and, you know, Chairman Ned Norris was there, and having him talk and kind of shed light on, you know, our struggle as a tribe and everything. And it was great, you know, that he came and was able to do that and, you know, talk about that. And, you know, I've done stories on Sonoran O'odham as well, so, you know, it was great being able to sit in on that. But also hearing, you know, from other reporters that cover, you know, from other ethnicities that cover the border as well, and kind of how they go about that. And then another one I attended was Empowering Communities, where there was a fellowship where a group went out on the Hopi Navajo reservation and did stories out there. And, you know, they were all from different ethnicities too. They're African American, Latino, one was Navajo, and then white and Chinese. And hearing them tell all their perspective of going out there on a reservation and seeing it for themselves was really great. Actually, I'm getting ready to do a story for Indian Country Today Media Network on Michael Chiago. And it's going to be a Q&A story on him, and kind of talking about his life and what he's got kind of going on. It's going to have a slideshow of a bunch of his artwork. So that's in the process right now.